The sea holds many secrets. It is vast, dark and unforgiving. In its depths, mysteries wait to be discovered. Some stories refuse to stay submerged. They surface, carried on cold ocean currents, whispered by the wind. These are tales of ghost ships, vessels found sailing with no living soul aboard. Among these legends, one name stands out: the SS Ourang Medan. This isn't just a ghost story, it's a real, documented event. The story begins in the Strait of Malacca on a hot, humid day in the late 1940s. An unseen darkness was spreading across the water. Suddenly, a faint distress call was picked up, frantic, desperate, and filled with terror. The signal came from the SS Ourang Medan, a Dutch freighter. No one knew its cargo or destination. Its records vanished. The ship became a legend, a floating tomb, lost to the sea. The events aboard the Ourang Medan challenge everything we know about the world. We must try to give a voice to the spirits forever trapped in their final, agonizing moments. The radio rooms of nearby ships crackled to life. An operator's voice, trembling with panic, cut through the static. His words were disjointed, a desperate plea for help from the middle of the ocean. He was sending an SOS. The message began simply enough, a standard distress call from the SS Ourang Medan. But then it took a dark turn. The operator started describing a horrifying scene. He reported that all the officers, including the captain, were dead. Their bodies were scattered across the bridge and in the chart room. He was the only one left, but he knew he was not truly alone. He could feel it. The message continued, growing more frantic and terrifying with each passing moment. The words became a chilling, broken stream of consciousness. "All officers, including captain, are dead," he sent, his keystrokes erratic, "lying in chart room and on bridge. Possibly whole crew dead." There was a pause, a moment of dead air that felt like an eternity. Then the transmission resumed, but it was no longer a report. It was a final, desperate cry from a man facing his own doom. He felt a cold, dark presence closing in on him, an entity he could not see but could feel with every fibre of his being. The energy on that ship must have been off the charts. The radio operator's last words were a testament to the sheer terror of his final moments. After the chilling report of the dead crew, his transmission became a series of unintelligible dots and dashes. It was as if he was struggling against an unseen force, trying to get one last message out to the world. And then, after the chaos, two final, horrifying words came through the static, crystal clear. They were simple, yet they painted a picture of unimaginable horror. The operator's last transmission, his final communication with the world of the living, was a single chilling phrase: "I die." After those two words, there was only silence. The radio went dead. The connection was severed. The listening posts and nearby ships tried to re-establish contact, but there was no response. The SS Ourang Medan had gone completely dark. It was as if the ship and everyone on board had been swallowed by a wave of pure evil. For the sailors who heard that final ghostly message, it was an experience they would never forget. They had been unwilling witnesses to a man's last breath, a chilling sign-off from a ship that had just become a floating coffin. The race was on to find the Ourang Medan and uncover the truth behind the terrifying message. The American merchant ship Silver Star was the closest vessel. It changed course, steaming at full speed toward the last known coordinates of the Ourang Medan. As they approached, the ship floated silently on the calm sea, seemingly undamaged. No smoke, no fire, no signs of struggle, just an eerie, silent shape against the horizon. The rescue crew hailed the ship but received no reply. They blasted their horn, but only silence answered. A boarding party assembled. As they drew alongside, a deep, unnatural chill radiated from the hull. The decks were littered with bodies, faces turned skyward, mouths agape in silent screams. Every crew member was dead, frozen in their final positions. Their eyes stared in terror, as if scared to death. The captain lay dead on the bridge. The radio operator slumped over his equipment. There were no wounds, no signs of violence, just lifeless bodies, perfectly preserved. In the cargo hold, an unnatural cold lingered, a classic sign of a paranormal presence. The rescue crew knew they had to get off that ship. The rescue crew made a quick decision. They would tow the haunted vessel to port for investigation. This was a place of death, a story that needed to be told. But the ship had other plans. Smoke suddenly poured from the lower decks. The boarding party scrambled back to safety, cutting the tow line just in time. Moments later, the SS Ourang Medan exploded and vanished beneath the waves. No wreckage was ever recovered, no bodies were ever found. It was as if the ocean itself had claimed the ship and its secrets. 3 theories remain: a paranormal force, a deadly secret cargo, or a government cover-up. The truth was swallowed by the sea, lost to the cold, dark abyss. The SS Ourang Medan remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries, a ghost ship whose secrets may never surface.